Samsung sells a 98-inch TV for $9,000. A commenter on a deal forum did the math and wrote one line that summarized the entire TV industry in 2026. I could buy 5 98-inch TCLs for the same price. Samsung is delusional. That comment got dozens of upvotes. Not because it was funny. Because it was true. The TCL uses Mini-LED backlighting. The Samsung uses Mini-LED backlighting. The panels come from the same generation of display technology. The difference? The logo in the corner. The TV industry has a pricing problem that nobody talks about openly. Two televisions can sit side by side on a showroom floor, same size, same resolution, same panel technology, and one costs 3 times more than the other. Not because it is 3 times better. Because the brand behind it has a bigger marketing budget. Today I am exposing 5 TV brands stealing your money in 2026, and 5 you should actually buy instead. Samsung is the biggest TV brand on the planet. They also have the widest gap between what their TVs cost and what they are actually worth. The Samsung QN90F, their mid-range mini-LED, sells for around $2,000 at 65 inches. The TCL QM7K uses the same mini-LED technology, same 4K resolution, comparable brightness, and comparable gaming features. Its price? Around $800. That is a $1,200 difference for a viewing experience that most people cannot tell apart in a side-by-side test. Tom's Guide published a full analysis in late 2025 and said it plainly. They find themselves recommending TCL and Hisense over Samsung at every price point except the very top. Samsung earns its crown in one area, the S95 FQD OLED. That television is genuinely excellent. But for every brilliant Samsung TV, there are 5 mid-range models coasting on the brand name, while TCL and Hisense eat their lunch on price and performance. Sony makes beautiful televisions. Their image processing is arguably the best in the business. But you are paying a 40% premium for it, and for most content, you will never notice. Sony's X90L Mini-LED costs hundreds more than Hisense and TCL equivalents. The brightness is competitive, but not class-leading. The gaming features lag behind Samsung and LG. And the smart TV platform Google TV is identical across all 3 brands. But here is the trap. Most Sony buyers are not buying the flagship A95L OLED, where Sony's processing advantage matters. They are buying the X80 or X85, the entry-level models, where the processing edge is smallest and the price premium is largest. That is where the money gets stolen. This one is sneaky. LG makes some of the best televisions ever built. Their OLED panels are legendary, but LG also makes a product line called NanoCell, and the name is designed to confuse you. NanoCell sounds advanced. It sounds like it might be related to OLED. It is not. NanoCell is an LCD television with a color filtering layer. A technology consulting firm called Palomaki Consulting investigated NanoCell and concluded that LG's claims about the technology are misleading. The problem is positioning. When a buyer walks into a store and sees LG NanoCell next to LG OLED, they assume NanoCell is a step down from OLED, a more affordable version of the same technology. It is not even close. NanoCell is a fundamentally different and inferior display type that costs nearly as much as entry-level OLEDs from other brands. If you want an LG TV, buy the OLED. If you cannot afford the OLED, buy a TCL or Hisense Mini-LED. It will outperform the NanoCell at a lower price. The NanoCell exists in a no-man's land where it is too expensive for what it delivers and too weak to compete with what is above it. Vizio used to be the budget champion. That era ended. Vizio's SmartCast platform has become one of the most frustrating smart TV experiences available. Slow load times, frequent crashes, and ads, lots of ads. Vizio discovered that selling advertising on their smart TV platform was more profitable than selling great televisions. So they leaned into it. The picture quality on recent Vizio models has slipped. Color accuracy is inconsistent. HDR performance is below average for the price. And the build quality reflects the cost-cutting thin bezels that flex, stands that wobble, and remote controls that feel disposable. Meanwhile, TCL and Hisense have taken every advantage Vizio once had: low prices, decent panels, wide availability, and done it better. There is no reason to buy a Vizio in 2026 when the same shelf holds a TCL QM6K that outperforms it in every measurable category. Amazon now sells televisions under their own Fire TV brand. These are white-label displays from third-party manufacturers with Fire TV software baked in. The panels are entry-level, the processors are slow, and every inch of the interface is designed to sell you something. Ads on the home screen. Promoted content in the menu. Sponsored rows everywhere. You are not buying a television. You are buying a billboard that plays Netflix. A 55-inch 4K TV for under $300 sounds like a deal. But the low price is the bait. The ads are the product. And you are the customer being sold, not served. 5 brands exposed. Now let me show you where your money actually buys a great television. TCL is the brand that changed the TV industry forever. Their QM6K is an entry-level mini-LED television that starts around $500 for a 55-inch model. Mini-LED at $500. 3 years ago, that technology cost $2,000. The QM7K steps it up: more dimming zones, higher brightness, better gaming features, and still costs less than $1,000. Tom's Guide gave the QM6K a strong recommendation and repeatedly suggested it over Samsung at the same price point. TCL is not trying to be premium. They are trying to make premium technology affordable. And they are winning. Hisense is doing to Samsung what Samsung did to Sony 15 years ago, undercutting them with better value at every tier. The Hisense U8 series delivers mini-LED brightness that rivals TVs costing twice as much. The peak brightness numbers on the U8 compete with Samsung's QN90 at half the price. Ertings, the most respected independent TV testing lab on the internet, has consistently placed Hisense U8 models among the best values available. If Samsung is the brand you have been buying out of habit, Hisense is the brand that should make you question that habit. Yes, I just put LG on the bad list for NanoCell. And now I am putting them on the good list for OLED. Because that is exactly how the TV market works. The same brand can rob you and reward you depending on which product line you pick. The LG C5 OLED is the value OLED king. Perfect blacks. Wide viewing angles. Near instant response times for gaming. And a price that has come down significantly. 65-inch models regularly drop below $1,500 during sales. If you want the best picture quality available in a living room, OLED is still the answer. And the LG C series is the most accessible way to get there. One Samsung product actually earns its price. The Frame TV displays art when it is turned off. It mounts flush against the wall like a picture frame. It comes with a library of curated artwork and allows you to upload your own. No other TV does this. It is a genuinely unique product in a sea of black rectangles. The picture quality is good, not class-leading, but good enough for most living rooms. And the design eliminates the problem of having a giant black screen dominating your wall when nobody is watching. If your priority is aesthetics as much as picture quality, the Frame TV is the one Samsung product I can recommend without hesitation. If money is not the priority, and you want the absolute best image on any consumer TV, this is it. Sony's A95 QD OLED combines the best panel technology with the best image processing available. The colors are reference grade. The motion handling is flawless. Film directors and colorists calibrate their monitors to match what Sony's processor produces. This is not a value pick. This is the best TV money can buy. And if that is what you want, Sony earns every dollar. The TV industry runs on one trick. They put 6 televisions on a showroom wall, all playing the same oversaturated demo reel at maximum brightness. Everything looks amazing. Then you take the $2,000 Samsung home, put it in normal lighting, and realize the $800 TCL would have looked identical. Stop shopping with your eyes on a showroom floor. Start shopping with arting scores, brightness measurements, and side-by-side comparisons from reviewers who do not take ad money. Like this video if it saved you from overpaying. Subscribe for the next one. I am going after cheap power bank brands everyone ignores, and the hidden gems cost less than a pizza. See you there.